When I played a piece by Bach to Ghiglia on a masterclass, he said to me, if you want to play BACH, mind the BASS. Let's now have a look on the Gavotte number 1 and especially on the form. The bass explains perfectly the form of the piece and you can plan your phrasing starting with the bass. The Gavotte has two parts, an A part and a B part. The B part is twice as long as the A part and the A part is 12 bars long. These 12 bars subdivide again in 3 sections of 4 bars each. As you already have seen in the video that I did on the Gavotte, I divided the 3 voices in 3 distinct parts, so we can have a look on that better. In the first 4 bars of the A section, we have the basses on the beats of the alla breve. And this organizes perfectly these 4 bars with the cadencing bass. For the jazz fans, it's 2, 5, 1. Okay. The second phrase has the bass differently, because now the pickup is just 1/4. And this provides some more or some different movement anyway in this second 4-bar section. The difference of movement is obviously already provided by the 8s that we have in the melody. Actually, the melody is still the same as it was in the first part, but it's answered by the second voice always 1/8 later. So we have a continuous 8 movement. But anyway, the melody would be this. With the development to the other key as we are in the end in G. The third section has at the beginning again a bass only a 1/4 pickup. For then returning into the alla breve with the cadence at the end. Okay, let's go on. The second section is twice as long as the first one, but it's still divided into 2 parts that are perfectly in the same length and in the same form than the A part is. So we have 3 sections with 4 bars each. The first section gives us the bass as it was in A. It's on the main beats of the alla breve. The soprano gives us the Gavotte rhythm that Bach chose for this Gavotte. Very regular. The continuation is still the bass on the beats of the alla breve, but it's quite jumpy, so to say. An ascending scale from G, A, B, C. Unfortunately, on guitar we have to do the compromise to put the basses into octave that can be played on the guitar. Actually, Bach uses not that straight octaves jumping and the straight line. If you watch carefully the little 8s and the 15 beneath the notes, you see what octaves they actually were written in Bach's version. So the bass is not that regular as it is presented here. The important thing anyway is that rhythmically speaking, it's on the main beats of the alla breve takt. The third part. Here the bass is quite interesting because we have 2 quarter pickups. Again, a very straight line, descending this time, and at the end a cadence again in the bass. So the third 4-bar unit serves again as a cadence to finish this part. This cadence is finishing in C major. Now, the bass rhythm is just the same as the middle voices and the upper voice has. So we have a very clear rhythmical statement here to finish this middle part in C major, which is the parallel major of A minor. The last section starts with a 2 quarter pickup, then a 1 quarter pickup, and then for 3 quarters there's no bass at all, then a D sharp and an E. This is in a rhythmical form as far as it could be from the original basses. So it's really some kind of new that we have to expect. And actually, if we check out what is in the upper voices, we hear that Bach here is, well, quite free from the rhythm that he gave to his Gavotte, and he's, focusing more on the melody line. So the bass is not that important and not so much playable, actually, if you play it on lute or on guitar, because you are quite busy with the melody. After this quite free part, we have very clear basses going. Descending A to E on the beats of the alla breve, and then a pedal point on E, finishing in D, which is the 7th in an E major 7th chord, dominant for the last part, again a cadence. We will see that. The melody is as clear as the bass is. All together. Very regular, almost a sequence. And again. The end is again a cadence, and this is actually the very same cadence that we had in the A1 part, transposed to the finish in A minor. These 3 cadences are quite interesting to be compared one to another. Let's do this. The first cadence in the A section has a 6/8 note pickup. And then the bass as described. Mind the pedal point in the center voice. The 4 E's, which keeps the music steady on the same line. The second cadence, as it is not really a finishing cadence, but the cadence in the middle section, so to say, is different. Our pickup here is the regular Gavotte pickup with 2 quarter notes, and the 4 octaves are the ending of the 4-bar section that we have before this cadence. And this cadence is different from the first one. The third cadence now, and here when I was a young guy and studied that piece, I got in confusion because the pickup here is now, and not as it was in the very first cadence, a 4/8 pickup, or even a 6/8. Here you have to be careful playing this at the pickup and not as I felt invited to do, as it was the downbeat, because it had the rhythm of the downbeat from the beginning. Pickup, downbeat. And here, this is the pickup, not the downbeat. So I had to be careful in this. But for the rest, the ending at the end is just the same as it was in A1. In A, that's it. So your form is very clear. It's 3 + 3 + 3 lines. The bass gives perfectly information where the single phrases are. It's always 4 bars with a 2 quarter pickup, as it's usual for the Gavotte. Yeah, listen to how I play that. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.